Yo, what's good? This is Casey for L King Self for Life Wrestling Takes, and you're now watching Casey for L Wrestling Takes Show. Hey, what's good, everybody? This your boy Casey King Self for Life Wrestling Takes, here to give you my honest take about tonight's Dynamite. I'm gonna say this: it was a tad bit better than last week, but still, man, Tony Khan, my goodness, boy. Again, certain things he did tonight, I'm fine with. Jade Cargill showed me something. I know it's a lot of people that can't stand that woman. A lot of people is ready for her to lose that championship. Yes, it's time for her to lose it. But overall, man, listen, Tony, please listen to somebody who wants the company to thrive. Please, Tony, for the love of God, please, brother, get yourself some writing staff members and make sure you get some folk in there that actually know what the heck they're doing. You need all the help you can get, man. I'm serious, bro. Some of us want AEW to be around for a very long time. Get yourself a writing team. And I will talk about what I mean when I go over the show. But we got a lot to talk about. I got to go over the whole situation. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and let's talk about this first. It's already out in the open. Guess who's going to be tuning in to Impact on a regular basis now? Yes, I will be watching Impact. Best thing about Impact is their women's division. The best thing about Impact is the women's division. Real talk. Like if I'm gonna be 1,000% about Impact, Impact has a phenomenal. They got a great women's division. I don't watch Impact like that, but from the little clips I see here and there, and anytime I'm not always in my man's streams, but I know King Mike is a avid Impact fan. He loves Impact. And from what I hear and from the little bit that I do see, Impact has a great women's division, and their women's division just went up. My girl Trinity Fatu is going to Impact, and you know what, man? As much as I wanted her to come to AEW, I don't have a problem with this at all, because let me tell you something. She's going to join a great roster over there. This is excellent. One place I'd say, even though Moose is a buck dancer through and through, because I've seen him say some things that make absolutely no sense. That's the one place where it seems that we do actually thrive over there. So her going to join Impact is a big move. That's huge. That's huge for Impact. I got to give Scott D'Amore, I got to give that boy all the props. Him, Gail Kim, Dixie Carter. I think she's still over there doing things. I got to give all of them props. I don't know how the heck Tony Khan missed the bag on this one, but I also believe that this is a great move for Trinity, because Trinity can also showcase why Vince, Triple H missed the mark. They missed the mark, and I'm getting ready to go in on him. I'm going in on Stephanie. I'm going in on all of them in a minute. But right here is an excellent move, and your man will keep up with Impact. I will. I got the DVR set. I may not watch it live all the time, but I got it on DVR, so I will be tuning in. I may not do reviews on it. I'm not going to do reviews. I might. It's a rarity. I may come on. Maybe I might do like how I do, where as in the morning time I'm driving. Friday mornings I might just shoot a video and give a little recap of what I thought about Impact. But this is huge. This is huge right here, man. Look, salute to Trinity Fatu. My girl Naomi, do your thing, girl. I want her to do well in Impact. I really do. This is huge, man. This is huge. I think she made the right move, because the AEW Women's Division is decent as that division is. Ain't no way in the world Naomi would have came over there, and I mean, yes, it would have brought more eyeballs to AEW, but you got to look at how things are moving, and it's a lot of stagnating stuff going on right now. It's a lot of stagnating stuff going on, but we're gonna talk. We will talk more on this. Salute to Miss Naomi for doing this. This is great. I personally wanted her to come to Ring of Honor. I wanted her to come to AEW, but she feels fit to go to Impact, and ain't nothing wrong with that. So for AEW fans that's upset about it, hey, be upset all you want. This is huge. This is huge for Impact, man. So Impact fans, be ecstatic, because you got a real one on your team, right? You got a real one. Salute to Miss Trinity Fatu. All right, this guy right here, I'm going to talk about him right quick. So apparently they had a doggone meeting. Jericho, him, Moxley, Tony Khan, and whoever else was involved, and the meeting went well. Ladies and gentlemen, he's on his way back. I am telling everybody, Double or Nothing is when he returns. It's not the shows that's going down. And yeah, your boy will be at the Dynamite on June 21st at the Winchester Arena, but CM Punk will be back way before then. I believe he returns at Double or Nothing. Mark my words. Kudos to that. Now let's go ahead and go in on Mr. Vince McMahon. McMahon is at it again. As soon as he came back, all of the allegations just started coming out. It's a brand new lawsuit. And guess what the big lawsuit is? Yes, you read it incorrect. There was two black writers on the writing staff that's suing Vince McMahon because there was racist creative pitches towards them, towards multiple black, Latino, and Arabic wrestlers. Bianca had some pitched to her. I seen something about Reggie have some pitched to him. Apollo, his name pulled up. Mansoor, Aaliyah. You know, listen, ladies and gentlemen. I've been one of the main ones going in on Vince McMahon. I've been going in on the E for a very long time. You know, I thank God for the WWE, because if it wasn't for the WWE, I wouldn't be a wrestling fan. I would not be a wrestling fan today if it wasn't for Vince. However, I'm not stupid. I am not retarded, because there is a lot of buck dancers. That clown, which you notice who went silent, that fool Alfred Kanua, or Kunua as we call him, he went silent on this situation. Why? Because he derived Vince McMahon all day. All day. These allegations that it came out, garbage storylines involving wrestlers having to do a bunch of shucking and jiving, Reggie running around in a cage, being kidnapped by a hunter. What kind of, then they wanted Bianca to be talking and slang and all of this, and then they wanted Mansoor to run around here, act like he was the reason for 9/11, and just some of the sick, twisted, I'm like, ladies and gentlemen, people want to act like this is breaking news. Vince McMahon been doing this since the beginning of time. Do you remember the junkyard dog? That fool was running around with a chain. Do you remember, I can't think of the African cat, hitting his chest all day? Do you remember? I mean, just The Godfather, pimping hoes and stuff. I mean, look, don't even get me started with the new. How many times I told y'all, I've been one of the only ones to break down this white supremacist wrestling corporation that has been around for so many years. Yet a lot of our people gravitate towards this company because the moment we see us, we automatically say, oh, it's somebody that gas my skin tone, I gotta jump in. But see, a lot of cats like us, we gravitated towards anybody in that company regardless because we just like wrestling. You see, you have to ask yourself this: how jacked up in the mind you gotta be to think of a storyline or something that's going to hurt a group of people watching? Like, what type of mindset did you have to constantly come up with these type of gimmicks and stuff and storylines that's going to offend people to highs? I understand. I tell y'all all the time, wrestling, you are supposed to feel some way, but that's the whole point of the storytelling. Not you're supposed to feel some way where, you know what, I'm not even finna waste my time. I'm not finna patronize this company no more. I'm not finna, no. That is what Vince and all of them. Stephanie, I heard her name got put in there. She told, I don't know who it was, but she told one of the ladies in the back, she told them, don't know if it was Sasha, don't know if it was Naomi, but she told them, you better be happy that you're allowed to be here. Like, what does that mean? What the heck does that mean? You know, and so many people in the IWC, I seen the clip earlier from Just Alex. He finally woke up and decided to say something. I said kudos to Alex because I seen what he said. But like I said, myself, I know King Mike gonna break down this when he get an opportunity to say something about it. But I've been one of the major ones going in on how Vince is one of the biggest white supremacist wrestling owners ever. He's always been this. But why do you think he's been able to get away with so much time in, time out? Because him and the powers that be are on cold white supremacy through and through. I mean, that's why none of this foolishness shocks me. That's why I was like, when I saw that foolishness, I read what I read. I said, that's, and the fact that the guy who pitched it was Ryan Callahan. Apparently, he's still hired. I'm like, hey, Triple H, do you want this fool to continue to be under your staff? Or, oh, my bad, or do you roll just like him? And see, a lot of people want to give Triple H a pass. I'll say, oh, slow your roll. Triple H wore blackface twice. Did the Booker T crap, talk about people like, you don't belong in this ring with me. You're supposed to make me laugh. And then how the heck cats gonna forget back in 2019, towards the end of 2019, ACH broke down what Triple H and them was trying to give him. They tried to give him a freaking blackface t-shirt. And he went off and said both Triple H and Vince is nothing but white supremacists. Didn't give a care. He did not give a care because he had self-respect. He wasn't finna sit up here and allow them to have them buck dancing, rocking that foolishness and act like that stuff was great. It's not. This is why I said, man, wrestling is good when we all eat, but we don't have to have storylines or gimmicks that's going to be designed to hurt a group of people whatsoever. I wish I would own a wrestling company where I'm going to disintegrate other people who do not share my skin tone or believe like me or whatever. I don't do that. I don't sit up here and think of bull jive like that, but that's Vince McMahon's mindset. Unfortunately, Stephanie McMahon is on that same playing field, and Triple H, whether people want to continue to give him a pass or not. No. So now with all their names being thrown out there and the fact that there's a lawsuit, somebody is going to have to take the stand. Those names, all of them going to have to take a stand. So it's the, I forgot the ladies, the two. It was some dude named Plaintiff and Miss something. Let me see if they got their names up in here. Let me see. I'm trying to see. I'm not sure exactly if they got their names up in here. The ones who are suing Vince McMahon and them. I don't know. I'm trying to see it, but I don't see their names. But anyway, yeah. I mean, this is not shocking, ladies and gentlemen. That's why people in the IWC were acting like this is some brand new stuff. No, this is not brand new. This is not. Vince and them has always been a straight. I've been one of the major ones calling this fool out. I've been calling him a white supremacist through and through because that's exactly what he is. I don't want to hear nobody coming in my comment section telling me, "Oh, you just race." No. Don't you dare do it. You know and I know I'm right. You know it and I know it. This fool ain't nothing but a white supremacist. Has always been a white supremacist. And unfortunately, Triple H, he can act like he cool and all that stuff. But if you've been sitting up here and allowing this foolishness to go on for so long, then the fact that Stephanie's name started to get, it's funny. That's why Stephanie, the moment that Vince came back, you notice she disappeared because she knew that it was going to be a bunch of crap that was finna hit the fan. And then the whole Endeavor situation, apparently they went about it on an illegal situation. So who knows how this stuff is finna play out? This is crazy. This is utter craziness, ladies and gentlemen. Utter craziness. But again, what I always say, what's done in the dark gonna come to light. But Vince, the fact he was on TV talking to Fruity Pebbles, calling him the N-word while Booker T was standing right there. I'm telling you, this whole thing. When I seen this foolishness, I was like, it's not shock. I said, look, I was going to wait until I came on here to do my Dynamite review to basically go in on this whole situation, because I've been one of the main ones calling Vince McMahon out for years. I don't care if he put titles on. How many times I tell y'all, I don't give a care if he put titles on us or not. It's always about how we're being presented. Presentation is the key. Ain't just representation, ladies and gentlemen. And when you have a white supremacist wrestling owner who continues to try the best to get what he wants, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, it's just not. But that's that. So is there anything else I need to talk about before I go in dig deep into this Dynamite episode? So as you can see, yes, Roderick Strong is back. We're going to talk about Roderick Strong. Owen Hart thing, that was the news. Yeah, we're going to break all this stuff down, man. So like I said, overall, Dynamite tonight, better than last week. Absolutely. I still feel some kind of way about Will Hobbs. Right now, man, I honestly don't give a care about Wardlow no more, man. I'm sorry. I respect Wardlow. I think he's a great talent. I think he's an excellent wrestler. I think he's great on the mic. But this foolishness about trying to push him with a third TNT title run, and then they already get ready to do him versus Luchasaurus. I was like, no. I'm like, I don't want the matchup this early. Like Tony Khan, please, man, please. This is what I'm talking about. Get yourself a team that's gonna help you build. It's not about having cats wrestle each other so then we can do it. Like, no, like figure a way to keep cats, or you can have cats feud, but make it interesting. That is all we ask. Make stuff interesting. So, Tony Khan right on schedule. What does he do? He opens up the show. I was in and out because I was too busy watching the basketball games. Salute to the New York Knicks. Moving on. I'm a Knicks guy. I like the Knicks. I told everybody they was going to the Eastern Conference Finals. They're going to the Eastern Conference Finals. They're not going to the Finals, but they're going to the Eastern Conference Finals. You might as well pencil them in. We got the Suns. We got Denver. They going in. They getting ready to start on Saturday. Lakers, they decided to, as I always like to say, take the money. They took the money. Looks like Miami finna take the money. And Sacramento and Golden State, they can do what the heck they want to do. So we had Bandino versus OC. I was in and out of this match, but here's the deal. I'm trying to see, where the heck did we come in from? What was they live from? Oh, they was in Florida. Certain parts of Florida, I guess this crowd was kind of mixed. Again, crowds make shows, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, I wasn't right there from the jump because I was in and out watching the basketball games, but from the little bit that I seen, it looked like Bandino OC did a solid job. But again, Tony Khan always opening up with matches. I'm like, that's not the end. That's not the end game. And people gonna say, well, it's too much basketball on. I said, look here, man. I don't care if it's a presidential speech on, bruh. You want people to watch your program, right? What this throwing in the towel crap? Oh, no. You got to get people to care, and just throwing together Bandino versus OC. Bro, no. Like, it's good they had the matchup, but I just, like I said, you just got to get people to care. And I'm gonna be 1,000% with you. If somebody like myself was more interested in what's going on in the basketball land, something should sink in. Something should be knocking on your head, like, you know what? Maybe I better learn how to tell stories. Maybe I better get myself a writing team and know exactly what to do, because this foolishness just ain't popping. So as usual, OC again. Tony Khan picks and chooses who. This is why I say this title feels way more important than the doggone TNT Championship. I knew it when this title came through. I said the TNT title gonna become a serious joke. And even with no storylines, it's still OC is running around here and dominating and dominant. But for what though? So he retains, right? So they shake up, everything is good, right? So then Adam Cole is talking to Renee. He said he can't wait to talk to Chris Jericho for what happened to him last week and Britt Baker. And he said he can't wait to get his hands on him. So he said he want to see that fool. He gonna come out there. He want that fool to come out there and talk to him, right? So then OC and Bandito rolled up, and they was talking about how they finna help Adam Cole out if they need him or something like that. And that's how that segment went off. So then they came back. Darby and Jungle Boy were being interviewed. And Jack believes in the pillar stuff. He's have his back. Perry says they said some harsh things. So I'm reading this because I missed this part. I was too busy watching basketball stuff. So they said some harsh things last week. It would have been nice if it was the two of them this week. Allen agrees because he thinks he'll win. Darby says he'll see him out there later on. So then we get the old school, old clown match. Dax Harwood versus Jeff Jarrett. Listen, Jeff Jarrett coming through was a vital key for Tony Khan going to doing these house shows and being able to go all over the place. But Jeff Jarrett being on TV every freaking week is not the answer. It's not. Even with as decent as this match was, it's just not the answer, man. Like, who in their right mind cares about Jeff Jarrett in 2023? Nobody. And the fact that didn't care nothing about, like I said, man, how many times I tell you, I hate champions losing. I just hate it. I don't care, man. In non-title matches, I just absolutely hate champions losing. And you know what? This is the sad part, man. Tony Khan, how the heck did we go from having a outstanding tag team division to this rinky-dink? I mean, I love FTR. FTR, one of the greatest tag teams on the planet. But what the heck are we doing, man? Like, honestly, what are we doing? Bro, what the heck are we doing? I don't know, man. But Jeff Jarrett wins. They cheated. Now it's funny how Sanjay Dutt, Satnam Singh, and Jay Lethal, they all got kicked out. But Satnam Singh came back out there to help that man beat that man. And they ran around and acted like they won the titles. I'm like, man, I just hate this mess, man. It just don't make no sense to me. Especially like when Cass just won the titles. And then you already got canceled. It does not do anything for me. I'm sorry. It just doesn't, man. That's why I say the food need help, man. Tony, you need help. I'm here to tell you, I'm an AEW hardcore. I want AEW to succeed. But when you continue to do bull job, dumb, garbage, idiotic booking like this, you're going to have cats like my main Ace, King Mike, and others just straight destroy you because they have every right to. You know, I don't want to come on here and destroy you. I want to come on here and say, man, Dynamite was excellent. That's me. I want to come on here and be like, listen, this show was outstanding. Tony Khan, he knew what he was doing. Not me coming on here just straight destroying you, but I have every right to. Because you out here just putting on mediocre programming. Mediocre to the fullest. Mediocre. So I just said all that foolishness. So they kept talking about Tony Khan's backstage announcement. The Owen Hart Club Cup is returning. And he says everything begins at Double or Nothing or something like that. Great. Then we get this. We got Warlow. He went to get some joke. I didn't even watch this match. I'm sorry. I didn't even watch it. I didn't. I went right back to the basketball games. I went back to the Knicks and Knicks, Cleveland, and then Lakers in Memphis. I really didn't care nothing about this because I already knew Warlow was gonna beat the snot out of that clown. So then I come back, then that's when Christian and Luchasaurus came out, and I didn't even know that a matchup was already made. So obviously it looked like the matchup is set for next week. I'm not booking that right now. I'm not. I will book this at the pay-per-view. I'm not booking this matchup right now. I'm going to build this. We got 5 weeks to Double or Nothing. Give me the 5. Get me to Double or Nothing. Because it seems that they habitated the championship so freaking much. Just get me to Double or Nothing, man. I'm sorry. Just get me there, man. You know, like I said, I honestly just don't care. They TNT title picture is a complete joke. It's a joke. I was interested, and it's sad, man, because I was looking forward to Luchasaurus Christian Cage, this version of Lucha. I call him the Kane. This is AEW's version of Kane. They could do something, but it's just not making me care right now, man. It's just honestly not. I personally think that this feud does not need the TNT title. They screwed over Will Hobbs, and now it's a joke. It's a sad joke. So Renee is talking to Sammy. He said he can't wait to be in the main event with his best friend, and then MJF come running out, and these clowns up here doing some kind of stupid love affair crap. I'm like, listen, man. Look, I understand they heels. I get it. It's the heel crap, but yeah, it is what it is on that. So these fools talk about they gonna do what they need to do, and they says you getting ready to beat the snot out of Darby Allin, and you're gonna be in the main event with me tonight, and all this, and I mean you're gonna be in the main event with me at Double or Not. Ladies and gentlemen, we know it's gonna be a fatal 4-way. We already know, But like I said, I didn't care nothing about it. I did not care nothing about it. I mean, like it. I'm interested. Don't get me wrong. I'm still interested in the Pillars. I am, but this segment right here was just it was you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So, RJ City was talking with John Moxley and them, and next thing you know, Claudio and Wheeler just basically beat the snot out of them. That's that segment. So they pretty much are the backstage bullies. That's what they are. The BCC are nothing more than bullies right now. That's their gimmick. So then we get the matchup. We get Darby versus Sammy, and the winner goes on to face MJF. This matchup right here, I'm gonna be honest with you, Darby and Sammy, the match was fine. I thought the matchup was good. I thought they did well. I thought everything. Let me tell y'all something, man. This is the weird part about AEW. It's very weird. AEW it's a weird company. I tell y'all, the wrestling on AEW, most of the wrestling on AEW is fine. It's just getting people invested. That is the issue that a lot of times they find themselves in. They find themselves in the booking. And again, whose fault is that? It's the owner. But I did like MJF being on commentary. I did. And he's auctioning out his new MJF deal pickles or whatever he's selling. I don't know. He was clowning. He was a complete fool on commentary. I didn't have a problem with that because that's MJF. So Taya was out there. Taya Conti. She was out there. And as the match was going on, Sammy had put Darby through a doggone table. He did that little flip thing through. That was nice. I like that spot. But then when they got back into the ring, Taya was distracting the ref, and MJF got off a commentary, and he walked up, and he looked like he was finna hop in there. He got Darby's skateboard. He jumped in there, and then the referee had his back turned. So then he threw the skateboard at Darby, and then Sammy fell out. I said, Sammy trying to get his Eddie Guerrero on. He's trying to get his Eddie Guerrero. And speaking of which, I'm going to talk about Chavo in a bit. Because Chavo is out of line. He done lost his mind. And so after that, like I said, he fell out. Referee thought he cheated. And it caused him to say he's disqualified. So therefore, the main event is MJF versus Sammy Guevara. And they celebrating, thinking everything is all good and all that stuff. So then Jungle Boy comes out. And he comes in there to help because the two of them was trying to jump him. So Jungle Boy got up in there, and then he ran the two of them off. So then Darby, he went to go help Darby, and then the two of them started fighting each other. They started getting into it. But then as the two of them was celebrating, talk about that's right. You're looking at the MJ was like, that's right. You're looking at the main event, me versus Sammy. Ha ha, you two ain't gonna be in it. Then Tony Schiavone say, oh, slow your roll, fool. I just got word from Tony Khan that if next week it's going to be you two versus Jungle Boy and Darby Allin, and if they beat you, they get added to the match, making it a fatal 4-way. And the two of them was going off, clowning, acting a complete fool, just clowning, just being goofy with it. Like, no, sir. So the one thing, though, I appreciate the fact MJF is going to be wrestling on TV. I appreciate that because it's a rare sighting to see him wrestle. I appreciate the fact that we get MJF wrestling on TV. I'm fine with that. Don't have a problem with it. Now, this is the deal. How the heck are they going to win? Are they going to cheat? Because that's exactly what Sammy and MJF been doing. Are these two going to cheat to get in there? So yeah, that's that. Like I said, the little goofy stuff, I didn't have a problem with that, and I really don't have a problem with the tag team because it's a rare sighting with seeing MJF wrestle on TV. But it makes sense. I mean, he is the champion, and when he comes and he wrestles, it must be something special. It must be something big. So, like I said, I have a problem with that. So then, let's see. Adam Cole's music hit. He said, Jericho, get your butt up out here. I'm tired. Like I said, that foolishness that you pulled last week, I want to beat the snot at you right now. Then Jericho popped up on the screen. He said, cut my music. He said, first of all, you think I'm going to come out there and talk to you? I don't even deserve you. First of all, you don't even deserve to be in the ring with me. And first of all, you calling me a coward. You the one that allowed your girl to get beat down and did absolutely nothing about it. But I'm the coward. No, please. So them two going back and forth. And I'll be honest with you, I turned away because I was looking at the games and all that stuff. So that as he's talking, his boys come out there, 2.0 and let's see, 2.0, DG and Jake Hager. They all came out there to basically beat the brakes off of Adam Cole. So then as the four of them are jumping him, that's when who came out to him? Let's see. Oh, OC and Bandito. OC and Bandito came out there to help him beat the brakes off of them, but it was only 3-on-4. So I'm like, okay. Everybody like, okay, well, Keith Lee was with him. Where Keith Lee at? No Keith Lee. But Roderick Strong has made his AEW arrival. I said, Undisputed Era is now all elite. It's minus Bobby Fish, who basically screwed his own self up, which I don't have a problem because Bobby Fish is just too old to be wrestling anyway. Roderick Strong looked like he's a happy man. I don't know how he got out of his WWE contract because he was stuck in NXT purgatory. He is officially all elite. He came out there to help run them clowns off. He looked extremely happy. Adam Cole looked great to see his buddy. Hey, I'm happy for that man. Great come on down, Roderick Strong. Don't have a problem with it. So Will Hobbs, QT Marshall segment, they talk about, yeah, things came up short. We all got beat up by that man and all this stuff. And even though Hobbs is not champion and all that, he'll be champion. But Will Hobbs looked like he's done with QT. He came in there like, man, no, me partnering with you screwed me over. He absolutely correct. Because they're doing it. I feel like Will Hobbs is in limbo. He said, I had my Book of Hobbs thing going. You came along. I had the title and I don't have anything. He said, I promise you're going to get your championship back. Whatever. Like I said, man, I hate this for Hobbs, man, because even though I still feel that man will be our first, I just feel like this killed his momentum. He was on a roll, and then Tony Khan just cut the legs right under him. He cut the leg. I'm like, TK, what the heck is wrong with you, man? What the heck is wrong with you? You are out of line, bro. You are out of line. So we get Jade and Taya. Listen, man. I'm in multiple group chats. There's one specific group chat. They are anti-Jade Cargill fans. I'm just calling it for what it is. They still call it green. They still call it. Listen, her title run has been born because Tony Khan has absolutely no idea what he's doing. That's not on Jade. Listen, Jade, yes, she still needs some improvement. But I thought this matchup with Taya, I thought it was solid. And Jade, listen, this girl she did a Canadian Destroyer. She did the flip where she flipped, you know how you go on the turnbuckles and you flip somebody. I'm like, Jade done pulled some stuff out the bag out of nowhere. I said, look here, man, I get it. She still needs work, but she showed me a lot. I'm telling you, yes, she still needs improvement, but she showed me a whole bunch. Now that ending, that tells me that Taya Valkyrie is going to get another shot. I would build Taya Valkyrie up, and I would do the match again at Double or Nothing, and Taya goes over. If Chris Statlander is not ready, if she's not ready, if she's not clear, Taya Valkyrie is going to win, is going to beat Jade. Just run it back. We got 5 weeks to build, because it looked like the way how the ending was, Jade won. It looked like they cheated. She won. I'm running it back. I'm going to run it back one more time, but this time Taya goes over at Double or Nothing. I really don't have anything else to say. Like I said, Jay did a couple of things. Ted did something decent. Like I said, it's a lot of people that's not on board with Jay. A lot of people got offended by Jay, quote unquote, my mother's basement. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Living rent free. Jay Cargill is living rent free in cats' heads. Cats out here making doggone backgrounds talk about my mother's basement. Yes, I said what I said, because she put that food on Front Street. She put that food on Front Street. That's all I'm going to say about that. So, Britt and Jamie, Jamie's arm is in a sling. Talk about because of what happened last week. But she said they will get their revenge. Let me tell you something. Britt Baker, Britt can't wait to turn on her. I don't know when. Listen, this whole Outcast versus AEW original situation, it's in limbo because all the players are not involved. That's all I'm going to say about that. That's why the whole situation is crazy. It's crazy as heck. I'm like, I want Tony to get us to care more, because I'm still invested, but my investment is running back. Because the whole situation about the title picture with the women and all of this AEW originals versus Outcast, it's in limbo right now. And it makes me wonder. Naomi probably was like, you know what? Should I come to AEW and be in limbo, or should I go to Impact where the women's division is off the chain? She's made the right decision, ladies and gentlemen. I wanted her to come, but I think she made the right decision. So then we get the main event. We get Butcher and Blade versus Kenny and Konosuke Takeshita. Bryan Danielson was acting a fool on commentary, which I love. He did what he had to do. This was a solid matchup. But Kenny and Konosuke, they got the victory. But then that's when the BCC came out there. They jumped them. They beat the brakes off everybody. They was about to put the screwdriver on Kenny. But then who came to the rescue? Let's see. Who came out? Because the Young Bucks. Yeah, the Young Bucks came out, but then Konosuke still got screwed in the head. They put the screwdriver in his head. That's how the show went off. The ending was fine. They didn't have a problem with it because they leaving us on the cliffhanger. It is what it is, man. On that, like I said, man. Overall, you Tony Khan, please, man, listen to me. Listen to a hardcore AEW fan. I want this company to thrive. Please, for the love of Jesus, get yourself a freaking writing staff. That's all we ask, man. The show was better than last week, but it was still a middle to the road mid episode. Better than last week. Shout out to my main man, G Nason. G Nason called it. He said what he said. I tweeted exactly what he said. He gave the best example of how this episode was. But still, middle of the road episode. We got to get stuff right. We got to get stuff right, man. We had to. All right, man. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I got to get back to the scene like the game. Everybody in the family going nuts right now. I will talk to y'all cats later. This is review. Hit the comment section up and tell me what y'all felt about the show. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. Hit the like button, and I'll talk to y'all cats later. Holla at your boy.